So recently I purchased this iPhone 6s for £200 in the 16GB model, and it got me thinking, why not make a video on is 16GB enough storage for the modern smartphone user? The TLDR short answer of this is just how you use your phone. It's all going to depend on how you use your phone. Now, whether I think they should offer 16GB base models is another thing, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But firstly, what about expandable storage? Do you have expandable storage on your phone? Can your phone accept microSD cards? Now, a lot of you might say no, a lot of you might say yes, but it's all going to depend on that really as to when we go later into the video. So if you can use microSD, if you have got that capability, you're going to be able to store music, videos, and photos on there. Some phones do support putting apps on there, and some phones don't. Some softwares do. You can modify, but do research this before you go and buy a phone with 16GB of storage with microSD, thinking you can put all your apps on there. Because up until very recently, you weren't able to do that on pretty much any Android phone without custom software. What about backing up your stuff? So a lot of people use the cloud, and if you've got a good data account, then of course you can stream your stuff, so using Spotify or just streaming photos and videos from the cloud when you want to show a family member or something. It's different because I don't have Spotify Premium, so I store a lot on my phone, but I do back up to my local storage. I actually have a storage server up in my attic with right now about 6 terabytes worth of storage. I know it's not a lot for a server, but I'm getting there. And I back up my phone maybe every 2 weeks, and I put everything back on there, and I can access it from my computer downstairs over the network, and I can access it actually from my phone over the network. And this is going to help me because yes, I don't want to keep those photos. I don't want to delete them. I want to keep them. I want to keep like photos of friends and stuff and selfies of friends, but I want to keep those, and I really don't need them on my phone all the time. So I'm going to keep them in my storage server upstairs. Of course, you could do a similar thing with an external hard drive or a large format USB stick or something like that, or even, like I said, use the cloud like Google Storage and Dropbox. Music is a bit different because I actually do like to listen to my music from my phone. So I've got a very small library at the moment downloaded to my iPhone, and it's taken up around 2GB. It's not that good. I would recommend going to Spotify Premium. I can't at the moment because I just purely cannot afford it. But when I did have Spotify Premium, it was a lot easier to use a phone that had 16 gigs of storage because you could just stream everything. And I do have a 6GB data plan, so it is quite lenient on where I can go, what I can do with my phone in terms of streaming content. You might not have such a luxury. Now, to get back to my question, is 16GB enough? I think if you've got a decent data plan, or if you're in a space with a lot of Wi-Fi, for instance, my gym has free Wi-Fi, I have Wi-Fi at home, I have Wi-Fi at friends' houses, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I would say 16GB is just about enough. But of course, like I said before, I've used a text-based workflow. I edit documents. I don't download films from Netflix. I don't use YouTube a lot and all that kind of thing on my phone. So I've got a different use case to a lot of other people. But some people just use their phones to browse social media like Facebook and Snapchat. And for that, you really don't need that much storage. So is 16GB enough? Yes, just about. Do I think they should offer it? Absolutely not. I think the very base amount of storage in a phone should be 32GB. And of course, you do have like those companies that are going into the 64s now. Samsung with their S8 and Note 8 has recently taken the base model to 64 gigs without offering a higher end model in the S8 and just giving you expandable storage. It's a really good route to take, and I think that, you know, considering that we do a lot on our phones and phones are basically becoming as powerful as computers, I think we need more than like 32 gigs of storage. But of course, I think 32 gigs should be the base model. Hopefully this video helped you if you're on like the verge of buying a phone. I almost didn't buy this, but considering it was £200 for basically a brand new 6S with 16 gigs of storage, I was happy to take that and to just basically back up my stuff to the cloud and use a lot of streaming services. Okay, it can limit you on what you can do, but I saved a lot of money buying the 16 gig model of this phone. Anyway guys, again, I've been Ryan Thomas. Please do like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Tell me in the comments what you thought about this stuff. What do you think? Do you think that we need 128 gigs as a base model? Do you guys want petabytes of storage in your phone? I would happily read through those comments and reply to a few. So thank you all so much for watching. I've been Ryan Thomas for Fail Tech. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.